What's crack-a-lackin', my fellow stock market and crypto freaks? It's your boy Kevin. We got the green money suit on, so you know we're going to be breaking down some Hyliion stock news. And we got some big news, some big updates regarding Hyliion that we're going to be talking about in today's video. So you're going to want to stay tuned. And we needed some good news, right? The overall EV sector, the overall growth stock sector, they have been getting crushed, and Hyliion was not able to escape the kind of contraction that we have seen in EV stocks as a whole. We have seen Hyliion sell off from highs up here of almost $60 per share all the way down to where we're trading at right now at $4.22. People got mad at me way back here when I took some profit on the way up. And this is the exact reason why. I told you guys that nothing was going to change until production started to ramp up. The numbers weren't going to change, and we needed to see production evolve and Hyliion's Hypertruck hit the road before we got that next wave. That's exactly what happened, right? The hype wore off. The hype always wears off. So when you're involved in a stock, you have a position in a stock or any asset, a cryptocurrency, a stock, real estate, and you see that uptrend, that rip, that's when you need to start locking stuff in. You don't want to be selling on the way down. If there's hype, lock some in on the rip. That way you can protect yourself from downside risk. Anyways, let's move on. We're trading at $4.22 per share. Let's talk about the big news that I think could bring some new hype back in the Hyliion stock. Before we do that, check out the link in the description for Moomoo. Moomoo is my new broker. I'm transferring all my money over there, leaving Webull. They have an awesome desktop platform, no commissions, and they're offering you guys up to 5 free stocks, or you will get 5 free stocks when you sign up with my link in the description, make a deposit, and those free stocks, get this, could be worth up to 15 grand in free money. You can't beat that deal. It's the best deal out there right now, and their desktop platform is legit. Look at these charts. You're sitting in a freaking fighter pilot cockpit. It's like a flight simulator. It is a legit platform. Check out the link in the description. All right, let's talk about the big news regarding Hyliion stock. Right now, we're trading at a market cap of $749 million. We haven't seen a market cap in Hyliion of less than $1 billion in a long time. So I do think this is a great opportunity to get some nibbles, start nibbling, and look for that next rip to happen. If we go to Twitter, Thomas Healy, the CEO of Hyliion, has been more active recently and seeming a little bit more optimistic than he had been in the previous months with some very intriguing posts. The first post on his Twitter account that I want to talk about is from February 10th. So it's a few days old. He said a sneak peek inside the Hypertruck ERX. All right, let's take a quick look at that video that he published on February 10th.
We have fleets down in Austin, Texas today here to experience the Hypertruck ERX. And in between our ride and drives with them, we wanted to give you a little show of what it's like inside this semi-truck. So I'm here with Pete, one of our drivers, and he's going to give us an overview of what it's like from a driver's experience.
It's just like starting a diesel semi-truck, push in the brakes, put it in drive, and get ready to start driving. The only difference is full electric vehicle, and you have instant torque and smooth acceleration and no diesel noise.
All right, so it's just a quick look at the Hypertruck ERX, and on its own, that's not really big news, right? And he just gave us a little look at the Hypertruck. We've already seen videos of it. We've already seen it in action. But if we go back up, just the other day, on February 14th, so yesterday, he posted, "We're looking forward to a great week here at Hyliion. For the first time, we will be hosting media at our headquarters for a ride and drivers in the Hypertruck ERX. Have a great week." Hell to the yeah. That means the Hypertruck ERX is nearing production, and we're going to start seeing the Hypertruck ERX on the road. Once we start seeing those sales, I do believe, I am still a believer that this truck, this product will sell. There's going to be demand for the Hypertruck, and the numbers will be better than expected. That's just my opinion, and remember, I'm way too stupid to be a financial advisor, so do your own research. But I think down here at $4, there's limited risk, there's limited downside, but the upside is way, way up there, right? Back up towards all-time highs. You're talking about a $60 stock. That is 1,000% plus from where we're trading at today. They've also added some legit electric vehicle dudes to the board of directors. If you're a company that's dying, right? If you're a company that's shuttering, you're not going to be adding more people to the executive list that are well-known and well-established in your specific industry. And that's what Hyliion's doing. Take, for example, these guys that they're adding to the executive team. If they're legit, and these guys are legit, are they going to go work for a company that's dying? No way, because that's a bad look on your personal image if you go work or join the board of directors for a company that dies a year later. So Hyliion is not dying, but the stock chart paints a different picture, right? Short sellers and bag holders who are getting out have caused this stock to sell off from 58 all the way down to under $4 a share. Nothing has changed though. Absolutely nothing has changed from when we were trading at $60. The only thing that has changed is the hype has worn off. That is when I look to buy. When the hype wears off, the stock hits a bottom and it looks like it is wanting to round back out and break back out. So right now at $4.22, I think it's looking tasty. It's looking like some filet mignon cooked medium rare, maybe even rare. It's a big old tomahawk Wagyu steak sitting on a plate, cooked rare, and I'm about to start eating. And I think this thing is going to make a move here in the coming months. We need to look at, once they start selling these things, is the demand what we expected? Is it beating what we expected from a demand standpoint? And if so, it is a great value at $4.22 per share. Think about all the tax incentives these big trucking fleets are going to have by using one of these trucks instead of a diesel truck. They're going to save a ton of money on not only tax incentives, but fuel cost. So we have the range beat any other competition. Hyliion's Hypertruck beats the range. You got the tax incentives. And if we look at the chart, I'll put a little price target here. So we based out at 367 was the low right there. Even if we get back only to $12 per share, that is a 300% move. So it doesn't look like that big of a move based on the chart, but that move right there, just back to that $12, $13 pivot, is a 300% move. A move back to this pivot, way back here to the $20 pivot, that is a 500% move. So this thing is one of the tastiest plates in the stock market right now, and it's time to feast, baby. It's time to feast. All right, that's going to wrap up my Hyliion recap. I love all of you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. If you're new around here, subscribe. Get your 4 or 5 free stocks by using the link in the description. Until next time, peace.